And welcome everyone to MCW Vendetta. My name is Nimsazor, joined at the broadcast position by my MCW Wired co-host, Simon Tackler. Simon, welcome, and this is going to be a hell of an event.
Absolutely, Nims. It's a pleasure to be back in the Thornbury Theatre. What a main event we have. It's not business tonight. It is absolutely personal in the steel cage, one-on-one, Rocky Monero versus Slex. Can't wait for that. And what a way to kick things off with the MCW Tag Team Championships on the line, the Velocities and the Natural Classics.
Paris De Silva and Jude the Dude London making their return to the Thornbury Theatre. They were last here in action. Well, actually, no, because the last time they were here, it was a different combination of the Velocities.
That's it. We saw Matt Diamond in there, but the Natural Classics. They wanted Jude, they wanted Paris, and they've got them tonight. And Nims, the Natural Classics, while they may have missed Rite of Passage, we may not have seen them here in the Thornbury Theatre. They weren't taking a month off, a break. They were around the world honing their craft.
This is not the same Natural Classics that we've all grown up and loved. These guys have a chip on their shoulder. They are desperate to prove that they are the best. Look at the swagger as Tome and Steve entered the Thornbury Theatre. Look at them. They've got this flair and pizzazz and the arrogance that they didn't have when they first entered these doors.
And I think that's a good thing. Nims, we've said before, professional wrestler. They put the professional in pro wrestler, that's for sure. They look the part, they are the part, and they're the champions for a reason.
The Natural Classics, Tome, Philippe, and Stevie Philippe have held the tag team titles since New Horizons 2021 when they defeated the Brat Pack. This is over 300 days with those championships, and right now, it could be their last time with it.
Introducing first, the challengers. Hailing from Sydney and at a total combined weight of 150 kilos, the groovy gladiator, Jude London, Spartan Spirit, Paris De Silva, Velocities!
Interesting look there on Paris's face. They mean business tonight.
And introducing the champions, hailing from Melbourne, and at a total combined weight of 175 kilos, Jude Philippe, Stevie Philippe, the Natural Classics!
The Classics are carrying an element of swagger on them that they deserve to have after holding those belts for over 300 days. And this is going to be an interesting match because both teams they've tangled in the past before, and they know each other pretty well. As we see Stevie hand his belt back to Edwin. Who's going to start is who I wonder.
The Natural Classics, though, they're a different team than they were when they won those titles. They continue to get better.
Looks like Stevie's going to be starting off.
And Paris De Silva going in for the Velocities first. Now, this is a clash of styles almost. You know, back in the day, you would have said, oh, it's speed versus speed when Stevie Philippe is in there, but he's really worked on that power game now. One of the best all-rounders here in MCW and arguably around the world.
A lock up there, and we see the power there from Stevie Philippe as he shoots Spartan Spirit into the corner there. Paris De Silva with a cheeky little smile. He knows, he knows.
I don't think he's intimidated by that power game, you know. He's used to being the underdog, and he thrives on that. He's got the advantage potentially in speed against Stevie.
You know, normally we'd say that there's a hometown advantage for the Natural Classics, as the Velocities obviously hailing from up north in Sydney. But this time round, I don't think that the Classics are making themselves any friends in the Thornbury Theatre.
And you know what? I don't think they care. They're not here to make friends. They're not here to represent anybody like they mentioned. They are here to just be the champions and be the best.
Stevie with daggers into the eyes of Paris De Silva there. Paris with an armbar. It's quite a slower match than what I'm used to. And Tome getting involved here. A lock up there. Paris with the armbar. Oh, and that's reversed too by Tome. Here's where we see the power of Tome Philippe.
That technical ability and that power got him to where he is. Tome Philippe, a master in that ring. But you know what? Paris de Silva showing that speed and technical ability as well.
Jude the Dude goes up high as he tags himself in.
Oh, just stomping on the arm there.
And this is where the Velocities work so well as a team. Paris de Silva and Jude the Dude London, they've been doing this for a very, very long time. They almost know each other very well. However, the Philippes, you can't really beat family when it comes to ties.
Yeah, this isn't about building tag team chemistry. They're brothers. They've been a tag team since birth.
Oh, Tome with a huge shoulder charge off the ropes.
Oh, leapfrog by Tome, but he gets rolled up. And a kick out. Massive chop from Jude London. Here we go. He's signaling he's going to go up top. Comes back with a massive arm drag there. Beautiful Hurricane Rana.
And this is where we see Jude London absolutely step up. A drop kick there. We were lucky enough to see him at Fusion, where he tried to take Royce Chambers into Commonwealth title, as Paris de Silva just dismisses Stevie.
And here we go. This is the opening the Velocities want. They've got the chance to execute some of that tag team chemistry they've got and potentially put this one away early. Oh, no. Stevie just dragging Paris de Silva out, saying, nah, not yet, mate. Just strutting off. That's the confidence.
This is the arrogance too of Tome Philippe at the moment. Look at him posturing in the ring.
Oh, Stevie's tangled up in the ropes. Jude London off the back of Tome with a massive drop kick. And that's the thing about the Velocities. They can create offense from virtually any situation.
And he goes for the cover too, which shows tremendous ring presence there, but that only gets a quick kick out.
Yep. The Philippes, the natural classics, they're here to fight. They're not going to give this one up just yet.
Steve Philippe in the wrong side of town as he bounced off the ropes, taken down there by Paris de Silva.
Going for the cover. Kick out from Stevie.
This is fantastic tag work here from the Velocities. They've isolated Tome at the moment. He might as well be in a different postcode at the moment because there is no way that he can get to his brother at the moment.
And this is Tag Team Wrestling 101. What a great strategy. Isolate the opponent, keep them in your half of the ring. Don't let them tag. It's that simple. Here we go, Jude London. Setting it up. Thornbury Theatre coming alive. Massive standing moonsault. Just gets a 2.
Kick out at 2 there.
Interesting there as well. Tome Philippe not breaking up the pin. Almost knowing that Stevie could get out of that one. Now that's confidence.
That's
risky move.
It's not confidence, it's arrogance. Oh, Edward getting in the way. Oh, there's this ring smarts there from the Natural Classics. Oh, and there's Tome getting involved.
That'll rattle your smarts there. A massive forearm to the head of Jude London from Tome.
Here it is, Tome, with all the confidence in the world as he picks up an attempted scoop slam. And a leg drop there.
Into the leg drop. That classic combination from Tome Philippe there.
The disbelief as well. That Jude the Dude London had the audacity to kick out of that as he hands him over to his brother Stevie.
And Stevie with a variation as well. He puts his own twist on it with the elbow drop there. And again, the Natural Classics almost antagonizing the Thornbury Theatre. They know they're not going to get the cheer. They know they're going to get a boo, but you know what? They feed off it. They love that chip on the shoulder.
What is this?
Stevie setting up a unique submission maneuver.
Your body is not meant to twist like that.
Look at the disrespect as well. Just
that's it.
I was going to say, flipping off Paris de Silva in the corner, and he got a boot to the face for that.
I think out of everyone in that scenario, Jude London was probably the happiest that happened. Oh, Edwin, turn around, mate. Here we go. Tome Philippe with some knife-edge chops taking out Jude London. Jude London says no.
Fires back with a combination. It's almost like the chop woke him up. Here we go.
Oh, and that big boot takes his absolute head off.
Tome putting him back down.
Notice how Paris didn't go to break up that pin too.
Here we go. It's a risky maneuver in a tag team match, especially with the championship on the line.
Well, what's interesting is, as I mentioned, the Velocities and the Natural Classics, they're no strangers to each other, but stiff chop there from Stevie Philippe onto Jude London. But if we're going purely on wins and losses, the Velocities actually have won them up, I believe.
And you know what? That's what this match is about. It's rare for a champion to put out a challenge to a team. But the Natural Classic, they want to tie that loose end up. They want this win so much.
Oh, a double suplex attempt. Oh, and Paris de Silva is nowhere to be found.
Great combination there from the Philippes. The Natural Classics just taking control. Look at that combination of power moves there from Tome Philippe, the German suplex into the vertical suplex.
That's the immense strength that we see of Tome Philippe. He should be pinning. He should be pinning. There we go. And that's what I mean. Like, Jude the Dude London was down for the count, but Tome had to, the arrogance got the better of him, and now the frustration gets the better of him. His brother Stevie tags in as Tome just absolutely unloads with his knee into the corner and into the chest of Jude London.
Stevie Philippe just telling the Thornbury Theatre, keep it down, while he knocks Jude London down with another massive chop. Jude fires back with a massive enziguri. This is his opportunity to get Paris de Silva in there, who is the fresh man at this stage.
Paris is hungry, and this is unusual. The MCW Faithful cheering him on.
But Stevie there dragging Jude away.
Oh! Jude London fighting with instinct here as he takes out Tome on the apron.
Massive moonsault. Here we go. He makes the tag. He's got it. Paris de Silva back in.
Paris de Silva running in like an absolute freight train, taking out Stevie Philippe. Some quick little chops, a nice little heel kick. A kick to the head of Tome Philippe, but he's just floats out of that suplex attempt and delivers a nice little kick to the face of Stevie Philippe. Bounces back up, kips up, mashes into the corner.
Beautiful tornado DDT. Here we go, going for the cover right away. 1, 2.
Oh, 2 count there. Just a 2 count. Paris is saying, bring it on. The Velocities are definitely with a head full of steam here at the moment. They've got the momentum right now.
That's got to give them a taste. They know that championship was only 1 count away there. Paris de Silva coming off the ropes. Oh, it looks like Tome stopped him there. Stevie setting up for the powerbomb. Reversed into the Hurricane Rana, into a pin, 1, 2.
Oh, and there's the desperation now. Now we see the Philippes decide to break up pinfalls as Paris de Silva just ejects Tome from the ring.
Here we go, and Paris knows to win this match, they're going to have to take out both of the Natural Classics, lining Tome up, but Stevie comes back with a drop kick.
A picture-perfect drop kick there from Steve Philippe.
Absolutely, Stevie lining up for the corner. Oh, Jude London, knowing what was coming next, just puts an end to that. All men on the outside now.
No.
Now the Velocities. They've got the advantage. Paris de Silva up top. Massive corkscrew to the outside.
Both the Natural Classics are down, but you can't win the tag team titles in the outside of the ring. And he realizes that very quickly too.
Stevie back up to his feet, but Jude London with a massive stomp to the back. Here's the opening they needed. 1, 2, do we have new champs? Stevie kicking out again.
Now, in all the hullabaloo that happened there, Jude London did tag himself in before that all went down, before the corkscrew moonsault there, and he tags Paris de Silva back in now.
Now, what does Paris do? Does he take out Tome, who may be getting up, or does he go for Stevie and try and get the win right now? Tome back up.
I think Tome answered that question for you.
Absolutely. And Stevie just firing back with a massive forearm, taking out Jude London.
This has been a tale of swings and roundabouts for both teams, because every time the Classics have one up, what is Stevie going to the top rope here? He's going aerial.
No stranger to the top rope. And again, Jude London knows that. Taking him out before he has a chance to do some damage.
Oh, this could be dangerous. Oh my stars!
Jude London with the massive one-man Spanish fly. Stevie Philippe is in no man's land. Paris de Silva with the shooting star press.
This is it, we got new
two, Tome's in.
Oh.
Tome just in to break it up.
That would have done it. That would have done it, but it's the ring presence, or knowing where your brother is, I guess.
That's it. Tome is his brother's keeper. These men know each other. They don't want to lose those tag team titles, especially when they're the ones who made the challenge. If you're going to call out your opponent, you better be confident you're going to pick up the win.
Here we go. Oh, great save there by Tome.
Trading kicks now. All men just going for it. Oh, some salty language there. Stevie Philippe up top though.
And a shooting star press of his own. That's going to do it. Oh, and Jude London.
Oh, by a hair.
That was a 2.9 count there. A fraction slower. And that would have been it. Edwin would have been calling for the bell.
All men down. What an absolute classic we've got to kick off MCW Vendetta. And I know between fans, you could flip a coin. Who's the best tag team in Australia? Some will tell you Velocities. Some will tell you the Natural Classics. But we're going to sort that out right now, I think.
Oh, Stevie just fighting on instinct here with some chops to the corner, to the chest of... Oh, bring around the Rosie. Hello.
Oh, massive double kick. Sometimes the action with these four men is just too much to call.
Oh, here we go. Jude going up top. Oh, a blockbuster takes out Paris de Silva.
Beautiful evasion from Stevie Philippe there. He's got him lined up. Tome with the massive kick.
Tome firing up some Steve. Oh my God.
Beautiful dive over the rope. And again, don't forget, Tome can fly when he has to.
Very quickly. Oh, this is it.
Here we go. Mother of all bombs. Is it coming up? Here we go.
Good night. That'll be lights out.
Is it elementary at this point? Stevie Philippe going for the confident cover. 1, 2, and a 3.
I'm sorry. Once you hit the mother of all bombs, that's it.
Here are your winners, and still the MCW Tag Team Champions, truthfully, Stevie Philippe, the Natural Classics.
An absolute war for the MCW Tag Team Championships. And I'll tell you what, I think that does a lot for the confidence of the Natural Classics. They were the ones who called the Velocities out, and they tied up that loose end. They got the win when it mattered the most, when the titles were on the line.
But the thing is, Simon, I don't think that they expected it to be that hard. They expected it to be a bit of a cakewalk. As we sort of see, like, there's some frustration here from Tome Philippe. They would have thought this would have been easy. Not that look, they're a very talented team. This is why they have been the MCW Tag Team Champions.